Hey, evening, everybody. Welcome back. Good to see you. It is 8 p.m. in Birmingham, England. I am been in the country now for a few days. I arrived in London Monday morning, spent the last 3 days walking around trying to see sights, and have really hurt my knees because I think I walked about 21 miles in 3 days. So today was the train ride up to Birmingham. Just basically time to relax a little bit. Heading up to Nottingham tomorrow for the start of the Red Dwarf Convention, which will be held on Saturday and Sunday. So that's the whole purpose for coming to England, was to go to the Red Dwarf Convention, plus being able to see some friends, seeing Dan from the Space Book, being able to see Ian, PJ from Scotland's coming down. But it's been pretty amazing, except for last night. I was at a pub to watch the match, and England had done pretty good up until the last 6 minutes when they blew it, and now they are going to play for third place. So there was a clip I saw on Facebook that just really kind of sums up how everybody is feeling about the match on Saturday for third place. Yeah, so really bummed about it. But you know what? It was amazing to be in London at a pub watching England play in the World Cup. So I think I'm going to try to do it again on Saturday when they do play for third place. I don't know for sure yet because Charles Craig, who is Lister on Red Dwarf, is supposed to be throwing a DJ party. So who knows? But Sonora Poopus with a comment: do I plan to meet with Robin Hood and his merry men? Are you talking the Mel Brooks version or the original? Because, when the Mel Brooks hears merry men, he kind of is like, but anyway. But no, it's been an amazing trip so far. I've made a few new little friends. Finally, I've been hunting for one of these. Feathers McGraw from Wallace and Gromit. Got my little Gromit 2 to go with it. So I've been trying to do maybe one or two highlights every day. First thing on Monday, the big thing to see was the Imperial War Museum down in the Waterloo area, because being a big history guy and being very interested in World War II, that was kind of like one of the highlights. So yeah, Monday was seeing the Imperial War Museum. Kind of hard to keep track what all I've done so far. Tuesday was see the Tower of London, being able to go around that. And I was supposed to go up to the Young Albert and Victoria Museum to see the Wallace and Gromit exhibit, because it is, I think, like the 50th anniversary of the company that made Wallace and Gromit. And I get up there to find out that they had closed about 20 minutes earlier because of the heat. It's not that bad over here, but again, they don't have air conditioning. The hotel that I'm at tonight does, so I'm grateful for that. The one I'll be at tomorrow night will have that too. So my whole purpose, though, to go see it was to be able to get Wallace, and especially the feathers one. Just love them. So yeah, that was Tuesday. So yesterday was trying to keep my itinerary correct. Wednesday was the big thing. What was the thing in the morning? Now I got to dig through the thing. It's kind of hard because, like I said, the last 3 days have just been busy. Oh, the Churchill War Rooms. That's what I did yesterday. So yeah, by 10 Downing Street is the Churchill War Rooms, which is the bunker that they preserved during World War II. So being able to go in to see that was amazing. They have the Churchill Museum, again, amazing. Went over to Fordham and Mason to be able to buy some tea equipment. Got to see the Royal Marine Band play. That was pretty neat. Then I went up to the British Museum, which, I'll be honest, again, I have walked about 20 miles in the last 3 days. Uh, Knees are pretty sore, so I really did not get to see the British Museum much. And that's fine because basically I used it as a chance to go back to the hotel I was staying at, get cleaned up, rest a bit, then took the tube over to the Borough Market where I watched the match last night. But yeah, so I'm in Birmingham till tomorrow. Then I head to Nottingham. I'm there till Monday. And then Monday, I head down to Portsmouth because that is where the D-Day story experience is. So they have a museum down by there, and I'm going to go experience that, take it in. I'm staying at a pub near the harbor, so it'll be interesting to experience the salt air, experience this ocean breeze. And Tuesday, I will head back to London for the last 2 days. Tuesday, I am getting together with Ian the Mega Geek, and I am also going to go see Les Mis. I bought tickets shortly after planning this trip. I figured, what the heck, first time to London, might as well go see a show. And if I'm going to go see a show, might as well be a good one. So I got tickets to see Les Mis. And then Wednesday's just going to be the last day to relax and try to get in last little bits of things that I haven't seen yet. And the one thing I'm really discovering is it is impossible, even with 5 or 6 days in London, it's impossible to see everything. Rome could make a good hit at it. But anyway, but yeah, that was the so the last time the UK met the Argentina was in the Falklands, and that was kind of the fun thing watching last night because that kind of goes to Michelle's question about how did they take the loss. Well, people were not happy. I'm trying to see if I can bring up the image from what I had yesterday. I posted it on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, it was insane. I think I did upload a few videos from Twitter on it. But let's see. I'm going to figure out how I can play this on here. Here we go. So let's bring up this. Okay, so this was, I don't know who created the image. Let's take that comment off. It's been a while since I've been able to stream. Yeah, so this was kind of the fun image from last night. Margaret Thatcher as the ref, the FIFA ref. Now, I will say it was kind of fun. The pub I was at, they booed. A lot of times when the Argentinas came on, they booed at whenever they showed the FIFA president. And, the thing is, I know it's a profanity in England, but it doesn't have the same gravity here. They kept chanting wanker, which was just fun because they did it at Messi, they did it at a few of the other players, they did it with that. But anyway, let me see if I can bring up one of the videos from last night. I have to go to my Facebook to do this. Yeah, so there was a few hundred people at the pub. And again, it was just never experienced anything like it before. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So I am taking this off. They did not chant anything about Starmer. And I got to be careful. Purple, good to see ya. So I'm going to be back in London on Tuesday. I'm in town Tuesday and Wednesday. So here we go. Let me bring that up. Okay, so this was the beer hall I went to. Birmingham? Let's see if I can find the other one. There it is. Yeah, this is awesome. Anyway. Yeah, the thing is, I've been watching the match, and America does not know how to chant. I mean, our thing is always USA, USA, but the chants I heard last night were just amazing. So that's part of the reason I want to go see the third place match, even though it's kind of like a downfall. I don't have the headlines with me. I bought a few papers this morning before I got on the train. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, to be 6 minutes from going on to the championship, I don't know. And the fact that France lost, that was unexpected. So I don't know. But I got to figure out who to root for. I got to get into Premier Soccer or Premier Football, figure that out. So, yeah, it's been an amazing trip so far. It's been fun talking to people about like a flat cap. I went to a few gentlemen's store, tailors. I bought a flat cap. I bought some braces. I've learned that they do not call them suspenders like we do in America. Suspenders over here are something that women wear. And yeah, but no, it's been good. Like I said, it's been amazing to be able to get around the tube. It's hot. Buses were hot. Even the train today was a little hot. So really, I kind of splurged a little bit to get an air conditioning at a hotel. And I'm staying at a nice hotel tomorrow in Nottingham, which will be just down the road from where the convention is. And I got the VIP package mostly because I was too late in getting general admission when they started selling tickets. I didn't confirm that I was doing this till about good heavens, I think it was 2 months ago. I bought my tickets to go to England. And by that time, the only packages left for the Red Dwarf convention were the VIP, the bronze, the silver, and the gold. I did the silver. Part of the reason for that is the silver package gets you an autograph with pretty much the whole cast except for Craig Charles. He is the premier. He's like the main guest this time. So I think I paid an extra £45 to get an autograph with him. And how warm is it here? I would say it's like right now, probably the very low 80s. So yeah, the silver package I got for tomorrow or this weekend gets you an autograph with Chris Berry, the Cat David. I can't remember Jules. He plays Cat. Robert, can't remember the last name, who plays Crichton. Craig Charles. I'm trying to think, what was it? So I did splurge. I'm getting a group photo. I think it was like £100 to be able to get a picture with Crichton, Lister, Rimmer, and Cat on the set of the bunk and everything. My hope is to be able to get that printed and then have them autograph it, because the autograph tickets are for the others in addition to Craig Charles, which I bought. Individual pictures, I bought 2. I'm going to get a picture with Holly, Norman Levitt, because I love his version of Holly, and also Remmer, the great Chris Berry, because I love his other TV shows, the British Empire. Good show there. So yeah, that's part of the thing the silver package gets you is the autographs, but I'm also paying for 2 photos. It gets you a special bag with some merch, I guess. And then it gets you into the dance party, which I will not be dancing, but it's going to be DJ'd by Lister, so Craig Charles. But it's at the same time as the 3rd place World Cup cat. And the reason I said cat is because the Snorters thing. Yeah, I heard that he was in Murder in Paradise. I have not seen it, but they have some of the commentaries for Red Dwarf, and they showed part of it where he's in it, and he is kind of head shaved. So I am late to the game when it comes to Red Dwarf. I've been watching it now for probably the last 4 years. Part of the problem is growing up in Iowa, we had Red Dwarf on every Friday along with Doctor Who, which is what I got hooked on. But the problem was after the first 2 seasons of Red Dwarf, I found out afterwards you had Holly's little introduction into what the situation is. So I think when I first saw my first episode of Red Dwarf back in the late 80s, early 90s, I had no clue. Didn't understand what the situation was, and it was a little hard to follow. I remember it because I remember with the big H on his head, not totally knowing that he's a hologram and everything. But anyway, that's kind of like been so I get in tomorrow night. I leave Monday to come back. I'll be in London till Thursday after that. I fly out of Heathrow at noon and back to America. So it's been a great trip so far. I don't know if I'll be doing London a lot in the future. I think it's kind of like New York City. I've been back to New York City a few times. I lived in Jersey for a year after college. So I've been to the city many times, but now it's like you've been there, you've done it. Seen the big museums. I'm supposed to do a tour of Buckingham Palace. It was part of a Airbnb I was going to do. Ended up switching because I am staying in Paddington. Stayed in Paddington the last 3 days. So Tuesday and Wednesday, when I go back to London, I'll stay in Paddington because it's right by the train station. They got the train that goes exclusively to Heathrow. And hey, I'm going to be back. I'll be back on Tuesday evening and Wednesday. So let me know. DM me. We could probably make it work. Wednesday is probably going to be the easiest because I'm going to have a lot of free time. I have probably picked up about 6 books. And I was going to go to Scoop Books up by the British Museum because, I kind of want to see what they got. But I think I'm almost to my weight limit in merch and stuff. And that doesn't include what's going to happen this weekend with the Red Dwarf Convention. So who knows? But yeah, I wish I could explore the city a little bit more. Just again, giving my knees a little bit of rest because I'll be doing some walking this weekend. I'll try to explore a little bit of Nottingham. I mean, it'd be kind of neat to see the Robin Hood stuff. I don't really know if I did a little research. I don't know if there's really a whole lot. There's a castle you could go see. But the problem is, again, not having a car, relying on the trains and everything or the buses. We'll see. But other than that, it's been interesting. I have, from the nerd viewpoint, it's been interesting. There is the Odyssey stuff. They have the posters on the tube walls for the Odyssey. They still had one for He-Man, but I have seen nothing of Supergirl. they have Spider-Man posters, and in the BMI, I think it's the BMI or the BLI, BFI, it's British Film Institute. There's like the huge IMAX theater down in the Waterloo Borough Market, or Waterloo Station area, and they have like a huge Spider-Man thing there right now. I kind of looked into it because the Odyssey's coming out this weekend. I figured, what the heck, maybe see what it's available. If it's like any open tickets, there's not. But, as Snorterpoopus says, yeah, I don't think it's going to be very good. That kind of leads to a clip I saw today on X, which I'm going to share real quick. Oops. Wrong thing. Let me get that. And then there we go. Share screen. Okay, so this was in the Tonight Show.
Odysseus,
Telemachus, Penelope,
Antinous, Odysseus,
Athena,
Telemachus,
Calypso, Penelope,
Menelaus,
and Helen of Troy.
Odyssey,
After the Iliad,
hidden the horse,
won the war.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Odyssey,
Odyssey,
itching for Ithaca,
get past the Peloponnesian Peninsula.
Odyssey,
Mediterranean,
psych out a Cyclops,
and crater his cranium.
Circe is
cursing the men,
Men into bacon bits,
gotta go,
on the road. Head to where Hades is.
Odysseus,
Athena,
Telemachus,
Calypso, Penelope,
Menelaus,
and Helen of
we
Troy.
could be Homer, the way we go over,
The story in 6 feet.
pull a hexameter,
Call it whatever.
so long as it's this beat.
sirens on
Sirens and suitors on suitors.
and Zilla,
Charybdis.
Don't munch on the moors.
But Helen, Athena, are helpful and generous.
help me get home,
To defeat that
Antinous, tell me,
muse of that hero who's
traveled so far,
far and so wide
And his
life came on,
unraveled and
tell me,
Yeah.
muse of that hero who's
gotta be
tired as hell.
all because of
The Odyssey,
Odysseus,
The Odyssey,
Telemachus,
the Odyssey, Penelope, the Odyssey,
Antinous,
The Odyssey.
Odysseus,
Athena,
Telemachus,
Calypso, Penelope, the Odyssey.
Yeah. I'll reread it. It's been since college since I read it. I remember enjoying reading it when I was in college. But anyway, that's what's happening. It'll be it's cringe. So it's going to be interesting because it's like a 6-hour time difference for me right now. So it's, according to my laptop, it's still on Central Time. So according to my laptop, it's 2:20, but it's 8:20 over here right now. I don't do the military conversion, whatever it is. So, but with that, I'm going to start wrapping up because I still got a few things to read before bed and plan for tomorrow. So I was going to try to do this more often throughout the trip, but just really haven't had time. I'm going to try to throw together a video of pictures and everything as I get back. So we'll probably do another stream before I head home. And Purple, let me know. So with that, I thank you guys for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.